What's up guys, welcome to this special video where I'm going to count down my 2019 Game of the Year. So I played a lot of games this year, I took a note of all of them, and now I'm narrowing them down to 5. First up, let's just say that it has been a little on the disappointing side because we haven't had many huge big name blockbuster games like we have in some of the recent years. So there wasn't any God of War, Spider-Man or anything equivalent to that really. And then the big ones that we did get on that scale, like Death Stranding, were a little mixed and divisive. But that's not to say we haven't had great games, just nothing that's been like a huge major breakout hit. And before I get into the rankings, there are 3 significant games that came out this year which I haven't had a chance to play just yet. Those are Luigi's Mansion 3, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, and Control, all of which meant to be really good, which I'm eager to get going as soon as I possibly can. But here are the cream of the crop, in my opinion, the 5 best games of 2019.
It's me, Mario! Super Mario Maker 2 is the Mario game that never ends. Unless you only play the story. The story has you trying to reconstruct Peach's castle by completing about 100 unique, often challenging 2D platforming levels, some of which are amongst the best Mario levels ever made. The amount of creativity in the game, the different looks and themes, the use of puzzles and level design and the added Mario charm makes this one of the best 2D Mario games ever made. Add to that the ability to make your own Mario levels, play them with friends or strangers, play other people's levels and more. This is a never-ending game full of amazing content. Katana Zero is one of the coolest games this year. You play as an assassin in a cyberpunk future where you can slow down time and where one hit kills both you and your targets. It's a tough, fast-paced hack and slash platform with gorgeous visuals, a great, catchy soundtrack, and a surprisingly good story full of drama, surprises, twists, turns, and emotion. I'm hoping we get some sort of sequel or DLC in the future. There's certainly room for the latter because the game isn't all that long and it left me wanting more. And that's a good thing.
Yeah! You remember me? Now's the fun part, bitch!
Gears 5 is the best Gears of War game. It takes what made the past Gears games great in the combat and the mechanics, and it added to it, expanded the scope, and it delivered what is hands down the best Gears story. Focusing on the character of Kate Diaz and her attempts to discover her past, you explore multiple open world environments of a new skiff vehicle that handles incredibly well. Along the way, you engage in interesting lore-building side quests, encounter grand set pieces, and you come across shocking revelations. Add on the refined, fun gameplay of past Gears games with a large array of weapons at your disposal, gorgeous visuals, and great voice acting, and you have one of the best games this year.
Who are you people?
Okay, shut that thing off and grab some seat.
Okay, so the Star Wars fan liked the one big Star Wars game this year. Yes, I did. But this is the sort of Star Wars game everyone has been waiting a really long time for. You play as Cal Kestis, a Jedi Padawan who survived the events of Order 66. Now, in hiding, you reveal your Force powers and are hunted down by the Empire and the Inquisitors. Jedi Fallen Order is a cross between Sekiro, Tomb Raider and Uncharted. You explore several planets on dense, multi-layered maps full of secrets. Meanwhile, as a Jedi, you engage in lightsaber combat, deflecting blaster shots, taking down stormtroopers with one swing, and using the Force to dominate foes. It's incredibly fun, but it's also plagued with quality of life issues, like long loading times, frustrating platforming sections, and a few other bugs that prevents it from being as good as it could have been. But it's still incredibly fun with a great story, and that's why it's my number 2 game of the year. Now though, it's time we got that great slice snootles game everyone wants. There can only be one though, and that one is the remake of Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 was always my favourite Resident Evil game, and now after much groaning and moaning from zombies and people alike, we have an even better version of it. You play as Leon S. Kennedy and Claire Redfield, trying to survive a zombie outbreak in Raccoon City by hunkering down at a police station. The dark corridors are filled with horror and gore. It's about conserving ammunition and supplies, playing things smarter rather than going in guns blazing. Adding to the zombie scares, you have the imposing Mr. X, aka the Tyrant, who is hunting and stalking you throughout the police station. Just the idea of that is frightening.
X gon' give it to ya. Fuck, wait for you to get it on your own. X gon' deliver to ya. Knock, knock, open up the door, it's real. With the non-stop pop out and stainless steel. Go hard, getting busy with it. But I got such a good heart that I make the motherfucker wonder if you get it. Damn right, can I do it again? Yeah, I am life, so I got to win.
With a new third-person perspective, you feel like you're confined into the action more than in the original. The gorgeous graphics and the attention to detail make the gore and violence and the horror all that better, and it's a truly great game.
Well, thanks for watching. I'm sure you probably disagree with some of my ranking here. Maybe you agree with others, I don't know. Let me know in the comments, feedback down below what your favourite games of the year were and what you think of my ranking. Also, subscribe to my channel. The more subscribers I get, the more content like this I can make, and I just really appreciate any sort of support you want to give me. Of course, go on to Twitter and Instagram as well. Follow me there at _Grant Burton. And until next time, thanks for watching.